Welcome back to 3 Minutes with the Author, where I bring you author interviews and the latest in book news in less time than it takes to brew your morning coffee. Hi, I'm Shail Rajan, and joining me today is Patti Procopi to talk with us about her latest release, Stop Talking. Patti, welcome to the show. Let's jump right in. What's one thing you'd like readers to know about you and your writing style?
My latest book is actually a sequel to my first book. And the three novels I have written are what I would call contemporary family dramas, the good, the bad, and the ugly of families. We can
Mm-hmm.
all relate to that. And my books are heartfelt, heartwarming, and heartbreaking. You will cry a lot while you're reading them. You will laugh a lot because I'm very funny. And so my main character is also very funny. And it's kind of a journey that I think a lot of us need to make, from mistakes to forgiving is sort of my mantra: forgiving, forgetting, letting go, and moving on. So many people get stuck in the past and can't let go. And that's the issue with my character in the first book, Please Tell Me More.
Uh-huh.
And when I finished that book, which was quite an experience because I'd never written a book before. And someone said to me when I was done, "I loved it. When is the sequel coming out?" And I was like, not only no, but never. And I wrote another book in between, also about, families and
Mm-hmm.
but different kind of issues. And then I got, like I said, I'm a pantser. I get a little idea niggling in the back of my brain. And so I started to get the idea of the sequel to my first book.
Okay.
And it just fell into place. That makes it sound easy. No, it isn't. I mean, and when I finally got my first book published, I was like, oh my God, I finally am a published author. And then I had a second one come out the year after that, and a third one come out the
Yeah.
year after that, the sequel. And currently, I am hoping to have my first mystery come
Ooh.
out in early spring of 2025. And the reason I decided to write a mystery, I love mysteries, but I
Mm-hmm.
was always like, oh my God, how do they put all this together?
Uh-huh.
But when I'm at a book event and people will come up and you smile and say, "Oh, what kind of books do you like to read?" And they always say mysteries. And I'm like,
Yep. Yep.
so I thought, okay, I'll fix you. I will write a mystery.
Wow.
And so far, my critique group really seems to think it's great. And none of them have guessed who the murderer is. So I must be doing something right.
Okay, that's fantastic. Do you have a title, like a working title for it yet?
Oh, yes, it's called The Murderer You Know.
Okay.
And
All
it's
right.
actually based on a podcast that I listen to, which is a true crime podcast called The Murderer You Know. And
Okay.
so I'm kind of collaborating with them on that.
What's your favorite thing about being a writer?
Oh, what's my favorite thing? I always wanted to be a writer from the minute I learned to read, which is 5 years old. I forced my father to teach me to read. And, I was reading like Black Beauty and Little Women, and I thought, oh my God, I want to do this. I want people to read my books
Yeah,
and, feel like I feel.
that's fantastic. Well, where can readers find your books online?
Well, they're, of course, on Amazon,
Mhm.
both paperback and Kindle versions.
Uh-huh.
One day, my dream is to have Audible versions of my books. Not yet. And you can, if you have a local bookstore, they can order them too for
Okay.
you.
Fantastic. Well, that is actually it for us. As I told you, it goes by very, very fast. A huge thank you to my guest, Patti Procopi, whose newest release, Stop Talking, is now available, and a murder mystery coming out in early 2025. I'm your host, Shail Rajan. Thanks for joining us on 3 Minutes with the Author. Stay tuned for information on where you can find books by my guest, see who'll be joining us next, and to watch all the latest episodes. Thank you.
Thanks, Shale.